What's going on, everybody? Adam here with eTrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Yakima Roof Rack System on our 2013 Volkswagen Jetta. So what we're using here is the Yakima Core Bar Roof Rack bars, and these aren't going to have T-tracks. So if you do plan on putting some accessories up here, make sure they are going to be able to wrap around these bars. So let's go ahead and do some measurements. From the start of our roof to the bottom of the bar, it's going to be about 3 5/8 inches, and then from the roof to the top, it's going to be about 4.5 inches. We checked, and the sunroof will open up, so you don't have to worry about losing functionality on that end. The bars are going to be made of steel, and they will have a nice powder-coated finish to them, so it's going to look good, and it's not going to rust away over time. So if you plan on just leaving it on your roof, which I think that's a good thing to do, just so you don't have to set it up every single time, they're not going to rust away over time. One thing you do need to make sure of is whenever you are loading up your stuff, make sure you're not overloading your roof rack. So the bars themselves are going to have a capacity of 220 pounds, but we always recommend that you check your owner's manual and make sure your roof can handle that kind of weight. You can get a bunch of different accessories on here, whether it's a bike rack, kayak rack, all sorts of stuff. We sell them here at eTrailer, but one thing I really like about these bars, it's not too difficult to set them up. So let's go over that installation process with you now. So what we want to do is take our tower, and we're going to have a little piece right here that we want to fit in there. I already did so. You just snap it in there. And then what we want to do is take our tool, and we're going to put it up right here. We want to make sure that this is going to be facing out. And there's this little lever right here. I'm going to pull that, and that's going to allow us to access that. So we'll line this up and start tightening it down. We don't want it completely tight, just enough to where it's not going to fall off. So once we do that, we can take our foot here. We're going to have a little bit of a notch right here, and that's going to be facing out away from the crossbar. Put that on there, snaps into place. Then we can go ahead and grab our bar and put it up onto our roof. One thing we do need to make sure of is we need to measure from the front of our front bar to the front of our back bar. And we want to make sure it's at least 32 inches. So I've done that, and that's great. So I have everything set and secured down. So what we need to do now is take our little brackets, and there's going to be a little piece in here that we're going to go ahead and kind of lift that up, slide this in, and there's a little hook. Now it's not coming out, so it's perfect. If we can get that set into place, if you need to, you could tighten it up a little bit just so it doesn't move. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the same exact thing for the other side. Once we get these all tightened up, then we can take this little flap and put it down just like that. Then we can take our cap, put it in there. They don't come with locking cores, but if you did have locking cores on them, buy them separately from eTrailer, and you go ahead and lock it, and then we are ready to hit the road. All in all, I definitely like the roof rack just because what we can do is we can use these bars and the towers if we just go ahead and grab a different fit kit for different vehicles. So if you have 2 vehicles, grab 2 different kinds of fit kits, but the towers and the bars will be able to fit both of those vehicles just depending on what kind of fit kit you have. I like having that kind of versatility. Whenever I buy something, I don't want it just to be for this car. It could be for all sorts of other cars as well. All in all, I definitely think it's something I would grab just because the Jetta doesn't have a whole lot of room, and if you wanted to haul a kayak or something like that, this is definitely going to be a good route. One thing I would want you to get is just locking cores. I like to lock my accessories on my roof. Well, everyone, that just about does it for a look at the Yakima Core Bar Roof Rack System on our 2013 Volkswagen Jetta.